What's going on, everybody? It's me again. It's been a couple of days, I know. But life, as you do. But I'm glad to be back. I was playing a bit yesterday. I just didn't have it in me to stream. Or, I don't even know if I had it in me to stream tonight. But here we is. Here we are. So, we're gonna do our usual, do a quick warm-up non-ranked match. Just glad we could be back. It's a little bit later than what time I usually start, but I had work today, and boy, that was rough. Like, it wasn't the worst day in the world, but that was a lot of cleaning. I'm quiet again. Dang it.
Golf. Let's go.
How about that? Is that better? Oh, sorry. I thought you had your headphones on. And sorry for anybody that has happened to tune in if I'm a little bit too quiet. I'm trying my best. But, just a wee bit of troubleshooting before we get going into it. Hopefully it won't be that big a deal. Just gotta turn some stuff up and some things. Either that or I have to talk louder, I'm not sure.
Round one.
Hopefully it's okay now. Oh, good. It's a great thing to start out with. Shebang.
Nice shot.
Coming in fine? Okay, I'll turn it up a bit. Thank you. And woo! On the green!
Nice.
Let's get it! Come on, you. Make you a little bit louder. Alright. All good to go now. Alright, let's see if we can make a good birdie putt on the first hole of the evening, though. I think it's about right. It was not, as it turns out. Ugh. I had to take the hood off. Ooh, good chipping, whoever that was.
Nice par.
Alright. But no, I'm certainly glad to be on and doing this rather than scrubbing the floors at work. Not that I necessarily mind that kind of stuff, it's just after 7 hours of it, you kind of get a little bit burnt out. You ever just breathe sometimes and it kind of hurts? Yeah, that kind of happened. Wasn't the best feeling in the world, but it is what it is. I'm just glad that I don't have to go back to work until next week. I got 5 days. 5 days until I work next. Hopefully that means I'll get in a lot more streaming. Plus, I really want to get some good clips. Dang it. Like, I was playing yesterday and I wasn't recording, obviously. And I actually had my second ever albatross in the game. And I had a couple of really good chip-ins. And I was like, I'm not on camera. Or at least I'm not recording, I should say. So, yippee skippy. Oh well. It is what it is. We just gotta make more good clips, that's all. Oh yeah, we totally did this. Easy.
Nice shot.
Ugh. But I hope everybody else is having a good whatever day of the week it happens to be for wherever you live. For me, it happens to be a Wednesday. Now let's see if we can make this shot, shall we? Alright.
Nice shot.
I didn't want full send. I even tried to take a little bit of it off. That sucks. Because otherwise I would have put backspin on it. Oh well. It's the first round of the night. I'm going to give myself a little bit of a break. But maybe I could, just let this in real quick. Perhaps. We'll find out. Wow. Really? That broke left? Oh, well, I guess it is going up the hill. Don't mind me. Yeah. At least we got a birdie. That's what matters. Hmm. Another chip in. Nice, nice, nice. I really should be keeping it on the above view, but I'm a terrible host. Ugh. Hmm. Sorry, I needed a little bit of water there. Trying not to be dehydrated all the time is the end goal. Throat's just a little bit scratchy. Not like sick scratchy, just a little bit dry. I realized I'm going to have a... Well, I'm going to be talking a lot, you know? Alright, let's see. Yeah. So, 2 eagles. Very nice, very nice. We can already see who our top 3 are, and I ain't one of them. It's fine. We just gotta keep it going. Alright. Down to 6. You join one of my favorite holes.
Nice shot.
That'll do just fine. Thank you, Tree. I appreciate you. Keeps me from these other 2 jerks. Alright. Well, the wind is kind of pushing into me, but I still have a feeling that this would be a very good shot. So, put you like right there, and
Nice
that
shot.
should be just fine. I didn't account for the wind enough, but still, it wasn't too bad of a shot. I don't. Plus, that's makeable. Oh, yes. Alright, we're just gonna go like right there and see how we do. Money! That's what I'm talking about. Those always feel nice. I'm sorry, I bumped the microphone trying to pet my cat. Of course, as soon as I'm about to start streaming, that's when he comes out of his hibernation. It's just like, hey, I'm here for attention. And I'm just like, that's kind of hard when I'm trying to do some stuff and things. But here he is anyway. Right at my feet. Laying just out of reach. That's convenient. And now he is aggressively licking his chest. Top tier entertainment. And top tier commentary. Oh boy. Can you tell I'm tired? Like I said, I just figured that I would record this. I have no idea how... Sorry, I also have some cuts on my hand, and I just smacked one of them, and that didn't feel great. Anyway, ooh, there was quite a shift. But yes, hoping to go the distance anyway. We'll stream for a little while at least. I'm just hoping that I can, get to S2. Deja vu. Oh, that's lovely, really. Oh.
Nice shot.
Oh yeah, right, that thing. Oh well. So long as you can get the layup, it doesn't really matter, because that's exactly what I have to do anyway. So, not the worst possible outcome. At least me thinks. Alright, here we go. Oh, hey. I didn't get nearly as much height on that as I thought. Okay, now I am actually in a bad spot. Yikes on bikes. Now I need to stop. Now I need to stick this one close to even have a chance. Yikes. Oh boy. And it's gonna make me have a hard choice. And I can't have backspin. Oh well. That's what it is. And hit the bunker. Perfect. Okay, this is totally makeable, but I totally need to make it. Let's see. Let me put you... Yeah, about right there sounds good. Not high enough. Unfortunate. I double goofed that hole. And I think that took me right out of the running. Ugh. But this is what these warm-up matches are for. Somebody got a birdie. Good on him. Shouldn't have been that difficult. I made it look a lot more difficult than it actually was, as I tend to do. Okay, I wasn't the worst. But still, big oof. You hate to see it, regardless of who it is. Oh. I wonder what that was for. I probably should have panned down to his camera a little bit sooner, but... Withdraw McGraw over here. Man, that's an old reference. Yeah, I figured he was probably gonna get that. Let's see. I did see a par and a birdie. Minimum. I don't have high hopes. Yep. That would do it. Bam. Smacked right out of the finals. That's all because of my bad drive and not thinking. But hey.
Finish.
Just don't do that on the real deal. That's it. Speaking of the real deal. I guess let's turn back on rank play, eh? Gulp. Confidence. At least I'm trying. Alright. It's time to do the thing. Cookie Y. Oh, don't claw on the couch trying to get my attention. Alright. We're officially back on. Let's see how the first match goes. Petting my cat for good luck. John. Okay. Temporary. Yeah, staffer. I did read that correctly. Aka. Mocha. Come on. Why are you so greedy for pets? I mean, that's fair. I haven't seen you all day. I've been at work, but... Yeesh. Unfortunately, that is not something that I can pronounce. Keith. Mike. Kenzie. And Mellow HK. Okay, okay. Glorious whatever. Okay, I feel that.
Let's go.
Why? Why? Not claws. You don't get pets when you use claws. You know better. No claws. Boy.
The contestants.
Okay. Decent spread of people here. I'm looking forward to it. Got to get the clappies in as usual. Oh, and they're going to start me with a test. Rad. With the wind, I don't know if the cut through's viable. I guess we're about to find out. And it's isn't, unfortunately. Oh well, that's fine. Just gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way.
Nice shot.
That should be just fine. Yep.
Hi, everybody else.
Got the gap though, right? Oh yes. I'm a little bit far of the gap, but that's okay. Wind is straight at me. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to hit the trees. Hopefully. Okay, this is uphill as well. Nah, I gotta go for it with this if I actually want a chance. So I'm gonna throw it like a smidge to the left and see how this goes. Hopefully competently. Competently. I'm gonna try and hit this like a 3.5, maybe? Yeah, 3.5. Why not? That was 3 3/4. Hopefully that wasn't too much. That was. Oh! Why? Why is it gonna be that close? I'm not doing. I knew that was a little bit firm, but like, then you made me hope. Dash it away. Oh well. I definitely would have clipped that if they went in. Although I definitely also have to remember my fails as well. Because those can be funny. I'm just wondering, like, I'm definitely going to have some things that qualify as absurd. That flag shot was just a tease. But that's okay. I still definitely will take the birdie on this hole. That's for sure. It's just it would have been rad to get a non-cut through eagle. Oh yeah, that's another thing that I actually got without it being recorded. It's pretty great. I just remembered that. 2 birdies. Me and Extreme Dad Mike. I wonder what it means to him to be an Extreme Dad. Well, this hole seems familiar. And the wind looks potentially just as unfriendly. You love to see it. Oh yeah. I mean, I just squeaked on last time, so let's see how we do this time.
Nice shot.
Alright, I accounted for the wind a little bit better. And we're still on the green. We take that. We just got to make the birdie putt, and it's from an almost exact same spot. So, let's not screw it up this time, shall we? Oh, let's call it there. Yeah, let's call it there. Nope. I was awfully close. I thought I finally read the break correctly. I may have if, I mean, like, that speed wasn't even bad. Like, come on, give myself a little bit more credit, but, like, a long birdie putt there would have been clutch. In fact, I don't even know if anybody else birdied. I think that was a par fest, or par below, at least. See? Told you. Drat. Birdie would have been nice. But that's okay. We're just gonna have to get better. Ugh. And this hole, too. It's just a menagerie of the same holes. I mean, it's gonna happen every time, but, like, come on. I just played, like, 2 of these. Actually. See, he's thinking the same thing I am. We just gotta dodge those trees. That's the only thing. So, let's see if we can do it.
Nice shot.
Don't you dare hit those trees. They didn't. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. It even counted as fairway. Mwah. Chef's kiss. And I don't think I have to worry about the trees, which is great. Now, let's see. It's really hard to get a backspin into this hole, but with the wind with us, I do have to throw the backspin in. Let's see. You know what? I think I will go for just shy of full send and see. Maybe not that much. I'm going to try 3.5 and see how that goes. If I can hit. Well, I mean, in practice swing, dang it. Alright, that's not too bad. Let's get that.
Nice shot.
That might have been a little firm. Totally was. See, again, backswings, not bad. Full swing, I do this every time, just about. Okay. This is fine. Considering I'm going to be... Ooh, was that close? Let's see if I can replicate. Or, I should say go in.
Yes! That's what I'm talking about right there.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. I don't know. That was fun. I don't know if I should clip it. I need to do more extraordinary things. Although then again, it would just be good for the content. Rats, it's too late now. I only got 25 seconds on the clock. And then by the time I clip it, it's all just gonna be talk. But woo! Only birdie, too! That's what I'm talking about, baby. See, and that's what you get when you practice swing. Or when you let your heart win. Well, actually, no. When I let my heart win, that's when it tends to be, Well, no. Sometimes it works out. Okay. Isn't too bad. Whoop. Bump the mic again, because I, you know. I'm a klutz.
Nice shot.
Yeah. That'll do just fine, yeah. Very good. Very good. Our usual layup. Perfecto. Wait, I shouldn't have said par. Dang it. Alright, now I gotta chip it in. Out of spite. For my bad golf pun. Ooh. Actually, this might be perfect. Okay, so we're gonna put it like right there. And we're not gonna full send it. We're gonna try and run it on up there. Alright, you ready?
Nice shot.
That is about what I wanted. Hopefully, though. Okay, so I accounted for the wind too much. That's a bummer. But overall, that wouldn't have been terrible, I don't think. Although I should know better. I really should backspin this hole. The wind just had me a bit worried. But we're definitely going to putt this one. I'm guessing it's going to not be that far outside the cup. And let's see how we go when we give it a whack. As I try not to burp into the microphone. Sexy. Broke a lot more than I thought, and I didn't hit it. Oh well. See, and look what I did to myself. Am I insane? Might be a little bit. Yes, it's this way. Isn't it? Yeah, no, I'm just nuts. You know what? I'm just gonna go like this. Sounds good, I think. Alright, don't overthink it. We got this. Nope. I overthought that so hard that I took myself out of it. That was just a weird look. Like, the tracker really isn't good in some instances, honestly. Oh, wait, crap. I'm playing ranked match now. I mean, I realized that I was the one that was in the lead, but that doesn't mean that I want a bogey. I'm still in the lead by 1. I'll take it. But, like, come on. Oh, and that was the semis. Okay, now we're going into the finals. Let's do our best. Best of luck, everybody.
Final round.
How's our win? Okay. I dig.
Nice shot.
That should be pretty darn good for the tree strat. Oh, yes. Okay. This, hopefully, will be perfect. That was probably too strong, unfortunately. Yeah, it definitely was. See, again, probably should have practiced. Because then I would have probably been on the green with a much closer putt. But, I mean, it is what it is. I can make a 60-footer. The backspin! The backspin! Stop them. Birdie for Kenzie. Very good. Okay, so I have to make this to win. To maintain my win. Let's find out. I think that was the right speed. It totally wasn't, although it didn't have the line anyway, so it didn't matter. It's all right. Ending on a par. Definitely not my greatest match ever with that bogey. But Extreme Dad Mike, he's the one that's 1 point behind. I'm assuming he oversensed it on that one, and that was his birdie attempt, so this is his attempt at par, therefore he doesn't beat me. But I'm not entirely sure where our friend with the birdie stands. Yes. That part came true, but what about the birdie boy? Where is he? He had 28. Oh, and he lost by 1 to me.
Congratulations.
But 39. Enough points for me.
Finish.
I make that joke every time. It's fine. But woo! First rank match of the night, get first place. It was kind of a struggle bus, but woo! Oh, thank God. Moving in the right direction. I mean, of course we're gonna hop right back into another one. What else would I do? Although I guess I could wait a little bit in between. Alright, highest quality Dr. Balls. You have my vote for best name thus far that I've seen, even though this is only the second match, but that's still pretty high quality. But yes, a few of these people look familiar, although we had an Extreme Dad before, but this one's just straight Extreme Dad.
Let's go. The contestant.
Oh, hello. Ooh. I've played with 100% quality Bunny. He's very good, still. This is a very interesting lineup we got going on. Ooh, we got some Bring It Ons and some Angers. I was just clapping. But with the wind, I don't know if the cut through is possible. Again. It is not. It's literally like the same wind as last time, and I know that's not enough to get up there. I'm not a fool. So I'm going to club down twice. Distance tree. And be fine.
Nice shot.
Oh yeah. That's gonna be just fine. Oh. Yes, the gap. I love seeing it. Alright, so how no, it's uphill, the wind's against us. We gotta go for this. Hopefully we just don't overhit it. I'm gonna put it like right there to account for the wind. Very nice, bunny. And we're not gonna full send this. Hopefully. Wait. Why don't I just practice swing then? And you don't want backswing either, so. That actually was pretty good right there. And then you undersend it. You had a good swing on your practice, but not on your real. That always happens when you're just like, hey, practice. It always screws you, and I don't know why. It's really upsetting. I guess I should chip this just so I don't have to deal with that. I'm gonna put it just a hair that way, and we're just gonna do this. Nope, I didn't account for the wind enough. I thought with that short of a putt it wouldn't matter, but or that short of a hit it wouldn't matter, but here we are. Eh. Aha! 100% quality bunny is already beating me. But what would you expect from an S3? I'm just sad because my second shot, I had the perfect shot in, but okay, I had the perfect drive. I knew what I was doing. It looked like I knew what I was doing for like half a second. And then I totally botched my second shot. Sad. But, ooh. That wasn't a bad chip. They just... The wind didn't help them as much as they thought. It pushed me more than I thought. It is all a big guessing game, really. Like, don't get me wrong. I want to go to the same spots on each hole every time if I can help it, just to breed some kind of consistency out of this. As you could see with my drive. But, I mean, as far as, like, guessing the wind and everything along those lines correctly, that's where the skill comes in, I suppose. And clearly being able to hit the ball. That also takes some skill, because apparently I can't even do that correctly to my ability yet. I really need to be able to just know what to swing. Although practice swings would probably dictate that. Anyway.
Nice shot.
I think that should be pretty good. Drat. If I didn't just catch the rough, that would have been pretty good. Alright, alright. Let's see. Putt should be fine. I'm just going to throw it like here and give it one of these. I did not throw it up high enough, but that was not a bad putt at all.
Nice approach.
Ooh. A lot of people getting close with their chips. Ooh. I said a lot of people getting close with their chips, and then as soon as I say that, just dunk. Of course it was Bunny. Who else would it be? Sorry, cat has returned. El Gato is back with his floof, wanting some pets. As soon as I say that, he's just like, not anymore. I'm just like, alright, that's fine, because You have swatted at my hands while I've been swinging before. Like, not swatted, but like just. It's actually very cute. He reaches up to, you know, like just try and get my attention so that he can have pets. So. Oof. I'm sorry. Yeah, no, 100% quality bunny is ripping. Wind is not in our favor. That's never fun. But I know what to do here. I think, at least. Oh, yeah. No problemo.
Nice shot.
See, I hear a lot of fairway woods, and that's the smart idea because you can end up easily in the bunker, which is exactly what I would have did if I would have used driver break. No. Did people go for cut through? I guess they did. I mean, I'm not gonna because I figured this is just as easy a shot as any. I think I'm going to leave it exactly where it is, funnily enough. Actually, hold on. I'm going to click it ever so slightly over to the right. Alright, we'll try that. See how it goes.
Nice shot.
I hope that's good. And not too much gas. It might be too much gas. I literally hit the flag again. That's 2 times on the stream. Now we just gotta make this little putt. You know, our mantra. But that should be fine. Money. You love to see the Eagles, and boy, did I need that to have any kind of a chance against Bunny. Speaking of which, I mean, I guarantee you she's also going for Eagle, or I should say they. I don't like. It depends. You can present one way and, you know, it identifies another. Par. What? Am I the only Eagle? That would be crazy. I still don't think that means that I'm winning, though. Oh, well, looky there. By 1. The skin of my teeth. Hey, those are the moves you gotta make, though. And I'm really glad that I read that correctly. I just wish I had taken just a hair off of it. Just a hair. And then I wonder what would have happened. But that hole was then. This hole is now. Boy, is that not a fun wind.
Nice shot.
Brings it on back for me. Very nice, very nice. Ooh, let's see how this chip goes. Okay, I actually don't hate this. And I think that means that I can send this full board at it and it would be okay. So let's hope. And I think that's the line that I want. So let's give her a shot.
Nice shot.
Full send. I over-accounted for the wind, but full send was definitely the idea. I knew that would sit. I mean, it's uphill too, so. Alright, and this putt isn't terrible either. So let's go ahead and make it. Oh, I thought I missed that for a second. That was a close one. It was a very close one. But thankfully, we read it right. And that gave me a little bit of leeway. Just a little bit. Oof. I did see him lip that putt. Like I said, one of my least favorite phenomena is lipping putts. Or hitting the hole in some kind of way and it just be like, nah. Alright, keeping it going. Can't stop. Doing pretty decent. Hopefully we can keep this going. Ooh, and a par 3 to end it. Here is hoping. Best of luck to everybody. The wind doesn't look terrible.
Final round.
Let's see how we do. Ooh, okay, wind's not bad. Do I hit this with backspin? Yes, but I also need to full send it. So like there, yeah. Well, no. I've made this mistake before. I don't backspin it. I just hit it full send.
Nice shot.
Hopefully that's not over. It's close. Okay. I'm very glad I did not backspin that completely unnecessarily. Sheesh. And there we go. That's how we clutch it, baby. Ooh. Man, started out a little bit, lackadaisical there at the beginning with 2 pars, but wow. We just fired straight back with birdie, eagle, birdie. You love to see it. Because that means we also take home the dub. Woo!
Congratulations.
Ah,
Finish.
that one was nice. That one was nice. Come to think of it, I probably should have clipped the one where I hit the flag from however far out that was, but I can go back. I haven't done that for a single video yet, so probably should. Oh, I see. We're playing with Jesus. Who's a spicy father, apparently. I guess it depends on which parts of the Bible you believe in, or if you believe in the quote-unquote banned books from the Bible. It's really interesting. I do enjoy those kind of things.
Here we go.
Although history nerd, so I mean, what would you expect? Ugh. I also feel like I'm talking really quietly, and I hope that's not the case. Although we did do troubleshooting, I'm just trying to keep my volume up, but not at an annoying level.
The contestants.
You know how it is. Hey, finally, I got some emotes back. Thank you. Let's keep our promises.
Round.
Alright. Wind looks kind of harsh. It's not the worst. 17 yards worth of push is that far. And I'm going to throw it with some backspin.
Nice.
Those all sounded very similar. And I over-accounted for the wind, unfortunately. Some people, oof, if they would have had backspin, oh, they would have been close. 20-footer, all right. Got to make these all day. I didn't hit it. I lost confidence as soon as I saw the line. It was actually pretty bad. The line was fine, actually, if I had hit that. I just completely doubted that from the moment I went to try and putt it. And I really can't do that. That overthinking kills me every time. Ugh. And to take par here right out the chute on a par 3 is not great. It puts me in a spot almost immediately. So this means, am I playing 1 hole more of golf, or am I playing bare minimum 3 more holes of golf? Sheesh. Ugh. Yeah, I knew at least 5 people would birdie that. Deanie. Oh man, I'm down here with Jesus. Alright, Jesus, raise me up. Along with yourself. So that I can stand on mountains. Well, if the cut through's in, then sure. Oh yeah, it's totally in. This is easy.
Nice shot.
I bent it, but it's still fine. Actually, it might have been even a little bit better with the bend. Hello, everybody else. Alrighty dighty. So, the wind is very weird on this hole. So I'm going to throw this way out here with backspin and see if it works.
Nice shot.
Here we go. I actually called the wind right, kind of. Stay. Oh, yes. Woo! Man, that's the best approach I've had on this in a minute. Boy, did I need it. Alright, we just gotta sink this little 10-footer, and we are in the promised land. And there it is.
Great.
Ah, that one was definitely necessary. Woof! And Bunny just got the eagle as well. Very nice. Although she had birdie on the first hole too, so she's beating me. But hey, she was good last time. So of course, what would I expect? I have also played with Deuce before. I know that. Point of view birdies going around. Sorry, I was just messaging somebody. I always forget they request that I message them when I'm streaming. Which I appreciate. Yep, a lot of birdies, 2 eagles, me and Bunny. Very nice. Caused us to jump to the head of the pack. Well, we got to keep this pace up. Can't let up now. Although, again, this wind just doesn't... Well, actually, we might have a shot. A shot. We don't, and that's fine. So let's just do this.
Nice shot.
Hopefully that gets me all the way back around. Yeah, that should. Oh, and that deflected me backwards? I've never seen that happen before, but of course, my bad luck. And now, unfortunately, I have to lay up. See, they did the smart thing. That was actually a much better strategy if I had thought about it for more than, like, 0.2 seconds. See, and that's when I don't want to... Wait. No, this would be crazy. Wouldn't it? To go in between those trees, over there, and somehow still get it. I mean, it's possible, I suppose. It might actually work. And we've got a little bit of wiggle room because they both went in the water. So, if I can play this right, maybe, just maybe, I can get this to work. Fingers crossed. That's about as good as I can hit it. No! And I just caught the tree. I thought I had just made that curve. But apparently that was definitely possible. Alright. Well, that's not going to push that much. That should be pretty okay. Hop on up. Keep it going. I need to make this for bogey, which is a problem. This hole's kind of, like this. Alright, I just gotta keep it up high enough, because boy, that's got a heck of a slope to it. So let's throw it over there, see how it goes. Oh, okay. Bogey is absolutely no better than nothing. 1,000%. Like, being able to recover and just losing the stroke, that's fine. Because it looks like just about everybody bogeyed there, except for one guy who got par. And that's fine. Although it still makes him beating me by 1. Technically. Yes. We still hold down the top 3 spots, though. Phew. Although once she hit the water, I really should have played that more conservatively and tried to go for the par, but nah, I have to experiment. Plus, we're still in the top 3. We can do this. Wind looks with us? Yes, ever so slightly. Yes. Hit this. No backspin. Is this the line? That should be pretty close.
Nice shot.
Alright, let's see if that was the right call. Hop on up there. Roll. Roll towards it. Alright. I will absolutely 1,000% take that. I put it a little bit too far left, but hey. And methinks I can just put it like right there. And just give one of these. Bam. Easy. And that's exactly what we needed to do. Because this was not an easy hole, it's not an easy green, and I managed to put it almost within 10 feet. You love to see it. Alright. How we looking now? Woo, only birdie, that's what I'm talking about. Ooh, and I've now tied for the lead. Yes. Alright, I wonder what the last hole is going to be. Bonus hole? Nope. And the wind looks sideways. Yay. Well, here we are again. 100% quality bunny. And deuce. Let's see how we do. Best of luck to everybody. Wow, that's a strong wind. Let's do that, and then just bam.
Nice shot.
That should actually be fine. Right where I wanted it to be, actually. Fantastical. Alright. Shot number 1 down. Shot number 2,
Nice shot.
I think is fine. It is fine. I'm just at a very weird angle. Alright. See, I know I'm not going to make it with the wedge. I know. Okay. So what do you want to hit here, then? The backspin is kind of scary. That's assuming that you would actually hit it up. So let's try and hit this like a 3, shall we? Do we want to practice swing? I need to know what it feels like. It's a little bit like that. Nope, not like that. There it is. Nope. Alright, reset. That's not bad. Nope, not like that. That's a little bit better. Nope. Okay, there it is. And of course you curved it. And you didn't put backspin on it. Because you overhit it. Okay, well, you need to make this to go to the playoffs with her. And boy, this does not look like a fun putt. But it does look like a putt that we can make. We just know that it's going to slide a lot. I'm going to put it right there. and see how it goes, okay? This is for the round. Oh, and I just didn't hit it. That wasn't a terrible line. Actually, no, I could have thrown that up even higher, honestly. Because, I mean, I got down there. Oh, well. My opportunity was when she had hit into the water. But alas, it is what it is. It was that botched up shot. It's just, you knew you were going to hit it hard. That's why you should have put backspin on it. But
Amazing.
honestly, that's probably what you should do in most instances there. Because you're always worried about overhitting it anyway, which is exactly what you did. It's just, you did practice swing. You did actually assume it was about a 3. So it's like, I don't know. I can't exactly fault myself for that. Although curving it ended up being a good idea, because of course I played a little bit too much in the wind. All right. Mistakes were made, but we still got second place. And we're going into another match together. Man, we are just squaring off. Okay, so I won the first match, she won the second. So this is our tiebreaker. We'll see who wins. NyQuil Nerd? Oh boy. Oh, I've played with Cafe Cat Mocha. I'm pretty certain. Somebody dropped. I wasn't paying close enough attention to see whomst. Actually, yes, I was. I'm pretty sure it was somebody whose name was in a different language. Ooh, game theory normal guy. Okay, okay. Again, not entirely sure what characters those are, and I don't want to get, well, I mean, like, doesn't really matter if I get them incorrect, as long as I'm not like, yes, this is it, I'm with 100% certainty, even though I have no idea. So, but dang. I'm surprised it's taken so long. I mean, it is 9:30 on a Wednesday, so I get it. Well, it's 9:30 at night where I am, I should say specifically.
Golf. Let's go.
Let's go. All right. So, for the tiebreaker between me and 100% quality money, it's gonna be big.
The contestants.
See, positive emotes. I appreciate that. Although, dang, he definitely giving some thumbs ups. I will give you another clap since we're in here, of course. But let's see how we do on this. Are we doing backspin? We doing... Alright, so no backspin, and we're going with layup approach. Let's see. Wind. Probably about like that if I had to guess. Yeah, let's give it a shot there.
Nice shot.
That's pretty good. Yep, underestimated the wind. It was definitely a good speed. Kinda.
Nice on.
We just gotta make the putt. Follow the pattern, you know? See? Just gotta go with the curve, or move with the groove, or... Dang it. I'm forgetting words. Don't mind me. Go with the flow. Jeez. I mean, move with the groove, I guess, technically also works, and it also rhymes. But hey, birdie to start out. That's what I'm talking about. Is there 4 of us or 5? See, there's always 5 of us.
Happy 1 hour mark of stream, yay!
We're doing good. I went kind of Kermit-y for that. A little bit. A hint, a dash of Kermit.
I still give clappies back. That's positive, or person's positive, I should say that.
Ugh, and sorry for yawning straight into the mic, too. It must be lovely. Honestly, I think I can leave it exactly where it is. Should I?
Nice shot.
Oh, yes. Not too bad for not moving it an inch. Ooh. We could actually potentially make this. Okay, so that's out of the way of that tree. That's in the way of that tree. So, about right there, I would say.
Nice shot.
Yep. Hello. I am in the bunker. Bunker boy. Alright. Ooh, somebody almost chipped in. Okay. I know what to do. Where's my backspin? I just threw it ever so slightly too far. Oh, that was pretty good, though. I'll take that. Put that right to there, and then just give it one of these. And that's how you do it. An eagle would have been splendid, but... Whoa. No, hello, guy. Oh. Bunny just chipped it in for the eagle, I assume. Oh, for birdie. Oh, wait, right, because she was up here. Duh. But still, great chipping. That's what I hoped to do from the bunker. I just missed. I thought that was going to be on the money, honestly, but... Alright, guy. Wait, you just... Oh, I thought he gave up. Was he just waiting? Did you just have everybody watch him? Is he just going to speed run this hole? I mean, he's doing pretty decent so far. He's where I was, basically. Let's see if he can do one better and actually chip it in, though. No, we ran out of time. I wanted to see what he had. If he was just a mad lad and decided to go for it at the absolute last second. Oh well. Now there were 4. I mean, of course we keep the 5th. For now. What do we got? Ah, the cut through. Wind's in our face, so it could theoretically work depending on how strong the wind is. Let's see. Yeah, no shot. In fact, we could basically just full send this and be fine.
Nice shot.
I mean, it's mile an hour straight in our face, so there we go. That should be pretty peachy keen. Yes, it was. Huzzah. Although that wind, sheesh. Alright, well, that's about the best we can do from this angle. If we were a little bit farther back, we would have had a little bit more room to play, but this should be fine. I just need to hit this with backspin, that's for sure. And I bent it even more with the wind. If I don't do that, I actually think that would have been a pretty alright shot, but ugh. Oh well. At least we still got a putt, I suppose. It was a very close putt from somebody else. Yeah, let's go with this. Not too far outside the hole, but I think it's within reason. Normal guy had another chip in. Very nice. Alright, let's see. Nope. Not high enough, just immediately out the gate.
Nice approach.
I was getting an old putt and this putt mixed up in my brain. I should have just looked at it a little bit closer.
Nice par.
But that means that both me and Bunny Girl slipped to normal guy. Is he going for a punch? No, he's going backswing, but whew. Swing though. What's going on? Backspin. Definitely checked up. Hello, small one. My other cat graced my presence for a mere moment. He is a small lad, though. The runt of the litter. Ooh, get it in any. Oh, that would have been pretty rad. Not gonna lie. Oh no, he's thumbs up guy. How did I completely space on that? Oh no, and a triple. Oh. Yup. Normal guy putting in work. No, and now he finally made a sad face. Now I feel bad. I was just clapping because I was just like, yeah, let's go. Oh, well, it looks like the wind's with us. Okay. Could lead to some interesting things. Yes.
Nice shot.
Okay, so now it's going to come down to who can hit the best upshot. Because we have ideal wins here. Okay. Do we just hit this full send? I think no. I've made this mistake before. So let's do this. And just hit some backspin, okay?
Nice shot.
I didn't exactly want full send. Okay, maybe I did. Backspin. Come on back. Okay, we take that. We absolutely take that. Way, way better than I thought. Very nice eagle. I wish to join you. Oof. Hit the flag. And Bunny chipped in. Relentless. Relentless. I'm pretty sure that was for eagle. Okay, we definitely got a lot of eagles up on the board, that's for sure. I wonder if the first place... No, he didn't. So that means he's suddenly losing by 1, I'm pretty sure. Okay. Yup. And 3 of us are tied at the top. Oh, man. How it... I can't believe that. Normal guy with 3 birdies gets bumped. Jeez. Okay. Well, here we are again. We got a 3-way tie for the top. And this is my 3rd match with Bunny Girl, so let's see how it goes.
Final round.
Best of luck, everybody. Man, and the wind just continues to not be fun.
Nice shot.
And I bent it again. I don't know why I keep doing that. I mean, I think that ended up working out in my favor. I think I made it slightly over, but it's fine. See, I think I would have been exactly where they were, honestly. Ugh.
Nice shot.
Come on, little engine that could. Okay, I didn't cut the corner. I cut the corner a little bit too much, but that's still fine. All right. Ooh, actually, yes, this is more than alright. Alright, so that means I can just full send this up at it and see how it goes. Hopefully it's good. Exactly what I wanted. And wow! I should have clubbed up again. Ooh boy. Well, this certainly leaves me in a sticky situation. Okay, so no backspin on this. Bunny had the best shot, of course. I gotta putt this. Yeah, I can't leave the wind into equation. Okay. This isn't impossible. Alright, let's give it all. Bah! That's as hard as I could hit it. And it still wasn't enough. Okay, so it's a par. That's all we gotta get is a par. Which we can totally do. Okay. See? And now we got a chip off. Oh, is it? It's a three-way chip off. Let's go. Wow. We'll not go quietly into this good night. Me and Bunny are taking it all the way to the chip off. Sick. Good job, everybody. Although that win made that not fun at all. And it made them overestimate their shots by a hair and made me underestimate my shot by a lot. But hey. Oh, goody. My favorite hole. What shot are they giving us? Let's find out. Okay, I think I clear the tree. I think. Like, it's kind of bullshit if I get, like, screwed out of this because I happen to be closest to the tree, because then it just puts them at an unfair advantage. Like, artificially. So, I think I get under the tree just fine. Unless I have to hit the 7 to keep it underneath the tree, which would kind of suck. But, you know what? I guess we're just going to have to do that. Alright. I don't want to hit the tree. I also don't want to overestimate the wind. So, let's put it there and give it one of these. And that's going to be too much. Ooh, maybe not. No! Both of them were closer. Unfortunate. See, I knew I hit that too hard. It's just I didn't feel like hitting the tree. Which sucks. Yeah, I took third on that. Jeez. Well, that sucks after all that, but hey, Bunny beat me. Fair and square. Good for them. Yeah, backswing a little bit, which sucks. It is what it is. Water break. I need more water. Thankfully, I have enough for this water break, though. All right. I feel refreshed and empowered. And ready to not screw up another shot. But yeah, that's the only thing that I don't like about this. Because I had that pointed out to me earlier, but like you can absolutely get screwed out of your positioning. Like 5 feet left or right. Actually, it's way more than that. So like there's a solid like 10, 15 foot. Whoa. There's a solid 10 to 15 foot difference. And that's huge. Ooh, coming out with me with the Angie eyes. Okay. What? Come on. Let's have some fun. Ooh. Okay. Let's play this right. I think that is a good spot. Oh, it was a little bit undersent, but I think that should be okay. Oh, and I just barely didn't put it far enough. I wouldn't say barely. Like solid 35 feet, but like, you know. At least we can do that.
Nice birdie.
Need to start off strong.
Yeah, Ren.
Chaka. Alright. Slayer Mud. Okay, pretty powerful name. Zacho. J.J. Abrams. Okay. And the rest we're going to have to wait for because I was slow and didn't read them. How am I getting hungry again? Oh, because it's almost 10 o'clock. Jeez. Time sure does fly by when you're dissociating. But I've been having fun. It's been a good time. Had a couple of decent shots, couple of decent performances thus far. Let's see, 4 of us? Nope, 5 of us as usual. There we are. Stone Soup. And then Brooke. Okay. I've played with Brooke before. I'm fairly confident. Okay, wind's in the not fun direction. Blowing us towards the Bunker of Doom. We know how to avoid it. Theoretically. Yeah, that's super fun. Let's just do that, and we'll be good.
Nice shot.
Yep. Ugh. We're going to be pretty far away, but at least we got a shot at it. Okay, 255 is not terrible, but the wind is in our face, so directly in our face. Okay, well, okay, so it's going to push us slightly left. Yeah, I'm going to keep it here and see how it goes.
Nice shot.
That's the best I got. Let's see it. Yeah, I knew it wasn't going to get all the way out there. Oh, well. Let's see if we can get the chip in anyway. I mean, the wind is practically straight at us. Okay, I'm going to give one of these. 3 too much? Oh, wow, it was way too much. As I should have expected.
Nice on.
But hey, 23-footer for birdie. We can do that. Can't we? Oh, yes, we can.
Nice birdie.
Gotta stay with the top. Unfortunately, not feasible for an eagle this time, just because of the oppressive winds. Although, now Brooke might have just played slightly faster than me, who knows, but there was no... Wait, what's the cut through ball? I mean, I don't know, it'd be a weird cut through, but I think you might be able to manage it. I wish there was a way where you could experiment with different winds and, like, just go to specific holes and just kind of mess around, because that would be great. Because then I'd kind of have an idea of what I'd want to do. Well, actually, I wouldn't kind of have an idea. I'd be able to, like, actually play through everything and figure it out. Boy, that would take so much time. Going through, like, every... Well, I mean, you wouldn't have to go through, like, every scenario. Like, you wouldn't have to be like, okay, I need to go 0 mile-an-hour winds all the way up to 35 mile-an-hour winds, starting with it aiming from the left. And then you have slightly more to the left, but slightly pointed towards you. You just go all the way around in the circle. Like, every degree of direction, but you have to do it 35 times. Ugh. Ugh. And you'd have to do it more than 35 times because you'd have to, like, play it more to have an understanding of what you need to do. So, like, that's a lot of golf. That's a lot of golf. Wonder how good it would make you, though. Well, no way to know right now. But, and then there were 3 this time. Well, let's keep it going. What we got now? Par 3? Ooh. Look at this. Easiest hole in the course. Well, second easiest hole in the course with the wind with us. Definite shot at eagle here. That's for sure. We just have to play it right. You know, thus is the game. Alright, are we really in that in-between? Should I have backed off? Okay. We are kind of in that weird in-between, ain't we? Okay, so I'm going to leave it exactly where it is and do this.
Nice shot.
That might be a little bit firm. Yep. If I'd hit that just a little bit lighter like I wanted to, I think that actually would have been pretty dynamite. But here we are. Yes, everyone with their close misses.
Nice birdie.
Ooh. Oh, okay, I thought that was somebody, like, having the backspin to go in, which is always good. Ooh, stone soup. Let's see it. That could be pretty good. No, it's because they put it a little bit too far to the right, or to the left. Ugh. I don't think anybody got a chip in on that, which is unfortunate. Because I actually got 2 of those when I wasn't streaming E2. I just remembered those. Man, why did I hit so many impressive shots while I wasn't streaming? I mean, it's fine. It's not like I can't do them again at some point, but I have a lot. Brooke only got a par. Well, that makes quite a few people tied for 3rd. But I understand the intense look. Ooh, here's the par 3 I was talking about. But the wind looks brutal. Ow. A lot of responses all at the same time. That was rad. Alright, let's see how the wind is. It's pretty awful. And it's kind of at us. But I still can full send. Like this, and it'll be fine. I just need to account for the wind, which... How far are we away? 135. The wind's going to grab it quite a bit. I'm going to say, like... Is it 26 yards of push? I think that's 26 yards of push, and we're going to hit it with backspin. You ready?
Nice.
And I tilted it. Okay, it turns out the tilt wasn't a bad idea. Or, well, it wasn't a bad thing, I should say. Okay, this is where we missed the putt before, but we ain't doing it this time. Oh! The chip. Huh. I'm gonna put it, like, not quite that far that way. Right there, and then just give one of these. And I knew I hit it too hard as soon as I said that, which was unfortunate. Well, there goes our birdie streak, and Brooke just got birdie back, and Stonebrook also just got birdie, so they're Stone Soup, I'm sorry. So that means he has sole lead right now, unfortunately. And that means that I'm tied in second with quite a few other people, because it looks like a couple other people birdied as well. And I'm sad. It would have been nice just to have that little bit of padding, but the padding is now gone. And now we have to make a move in the last hole. So, let's see what we can do. And it gives us this. I mean, the wind is at least in a favorable direction, thankfully. So, let's see how it goes.
Final round.
Alright, let's get it. Okay, that's fine, actually. Alright, I'm going to aim straight at that tree, and let's go.
Nice shot.
Yep. Beautiful. And we want to be as far left as possible because we're going to have to aim it far right. So, fantastic. Oh, it's just straight back at us. Okay, so we just got to make sure to go in between the trees. Which the wind's going to push us that way a little bit. See, hit the trees. That's what I'm talking about. I don't want that to happen. Unless she... Oh, did she not? What way did she go over? Because... Oh, okay, hold on. You're going to push me back left ever so slightly. I just really don't feel like hitting the trees, honestly. So let's give this a shot.
Nice.
Hopefully I'm not crazy and didn't read that completely incorrectly. I think I totally did, but it is what it is. Hello, I'm over here in the bowl alone.
Nice on.
Alright, I need this birdie to go in. Oh, man. Well, all of them had much easier birdie putts than I'm about to have. But that doesn't mean we still don't make it. Go on. Oh, man, and I left that really short. Like, I didn't even give that a fighting chance. And there we go.
Nice par.
I believe that means I place in tied for third with Brooke. Which is another third place finish. Bad shots, really. I really could have hit that over the trees. Man, Stone Soup, very deserved.
Amazing.
J.J. Abrams, way to come back. Jeez, come on. It was just a third place. I mean, I get I ended par, but like, come on. Well, back into the trenches we go.
Golf.
Okay, I don't know if I've actually played with anybody here. Not bad.
Here we go. The contestants.
Alright, let's give some clappies. Got another S1 rank in here. Several C's, a few B's, and one A. Not bad. Okay, now we have the easiest hole in the course, but of course the wind isn't going to be that friendly.
Round one.
Let's see. Yeah, talk about not friendly.
Nice shot.
Well, ended up in the center of the fairway. I can't complain about too much, eh? Now, let's see. Is that 29 yards worth of push over 132 yards? I'd say it's probably something like that, yes.
Nice shot.
Should I have played backspin? I don't think I should have. No, I totally should have. Phew! That actually kind of saves me a bit. I mean, I still got a long putt, but still. It's inside 25 feet. That's not bad. That is... Yes. I was just like, am I crazy? I mean, a little bit, yes, but sometimes I just absolutely forget how to read putts and hit shots, actually. So I have to double check myself and reboot my brain sometimes. Is that 5 again? It's like clockwork. My cat is back for good luck, hopefully. Sheesh. Okay, well. I've played this before. I think, shockingly, it is something very similar to this. And we're just gonna give it one of these.
Nice shot.
Almost full send. Not quite. Ooh. And I still didn't account for the wind enough. That's crazy. I mean, I take that. Again, within 25 feet. Not a bad shot. You put it, like, right there. Hey, you put it, like, right there, and then you do this. Wham. See, I had... I've hit that putt a couple times now. And I've absolutely read break in that before, and I was just about to read break in that again, but I was like, no. There's almost nothing. If you're really worried about it, just put it just outside or inside the right edge. And lo and behold, there we are. Yes. We gotta keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. Don't stop. And I probably should have had an above you. My apologies. Good putt. Wait, I've played with Festival Size Alice, haven't I? It's a very unique tag, so... yeah. No idea. And then there were 3. Although I see you, Mark, jumping up. Very nice, very nice. Another par 3, let's go. Wind is kind of with us, actually.
Semi-final.
Let's see. Okay, it's with us a lot. It's with us a lot. Okay, what's 22 mile an hour worth of drift? Yeah, something like that. We need backspin? Nah.
Nice shot.
Probably could have used some backspin. Actually, backspin would have been perfect. See, I've messed myself with backspin before, but with that much wind, I should have known better. Well. I've hit this putt before. I'm going to put it just a hair to the left and see how that goes. Fingers crossed. Nope, not far enough to the left. Bummer. Look at Mark. He's just going for it all. Which, good for him. As it should be. He's got the only birdie so far. And I think the only birdie, period. Jumping up to tie me and the others. So I believe there's a three-way or four-way timer first. Now, I guess we about to find out. Yup, he sure did. Dang, Mark. See? Four-way tie. Ah, if only I had played backspin. Hindsight's 2020. But geez, this is the fourth. Wait, wins with us? I could have sworn it was against us. Wow, look at that. It's actually so with us.
Nice shot.
That we can get real far down the fairway. We can really go for it. Ooh, a rare opportunity indeed. And they've got 10 yards past me. Okay, so I know from experience that that would be too much, so I'm going to do this. And we're just going to full send it
Nice
and
shot.
see how it goes. Ooh. Ooh. Keep going. I mean, hey,
Nice.
I take that approach. That was pretty flippin' good. For Eagle. No less. A rare opportunity. You know what? I think if I put it there, I think we got this. Yeah, you're right. It is farther. That's not a bad spot. All right, fingers crossed. If you hit that just a little bit harder, you have it. Oh. Wow. That would have been huge. A rare opportunity to eagle on this hole, but who wants to bet that Mark is going for eagle? Yup. He's just doing what he does. That was also probably for eagle. So, Mark just continuing his dominance. Starting from the bottom with a par. Then jumping back up with a birdie. Still being on the cutting board, but getting another birdie and then getting an eagle. It's truly impressive. But that means he's solo at the top with the rest of us. Oh no. I spoke too soon. Alice. No. Shame. I hate when that happens. Okay. Correction. There should be 3 of us in the finals now. Mark at the top alone, and then me and Mike, I believe. Yes. That is how it ended up shaking out. Yeah, Mark's straight crushing it right now, but dang it, I am not taking another third. And I am not done yet. Because I can technically, well, the wind's really in our face, but I could still technically equal this. But let's give it our best shots, regardless.
Final round.
Here's hoping. Oh, that's not that bad.
Nice shot.
Well, the wind really didn't push me back all that much, but we should still be in the rough. Well, I just made my shot that much more difficult, but that's okay. That's all right. I mean, did it make it perfect? It may have. Okay. Let's give it a shot. Of course, that little bit of bend. I mean, you were never going to make it, unfortunately. But a birdie here is definitely mandatory. Especially with shots like that. Yeah, that should be fun. Oh, and it just barely wasn't. And Mike, of course, got a birdie. Well, I'm glad that went in. But that, unfortunately, is another third place finish. Because now they tie. Actually, no. He got an eagle. So he still won by 1. But that still definitively puts me in the third. Sheesh. It's getting tough. These third place finishes. I mean, I'm still going to clap because it's still fun, but
Finish.
what happened to those wins I was putting up? I mean, we're still placing top 3, which is all well and good, but, like, this is what happens. Nothing. Or I lose some. So, I really could use a dub. That would be lovely. Especially before the 2-hour mark. If we could get a dub before the 2-hour mark, that would be fantastic. Okay, Yaya Ren played together already. We haven't played with Boo Man or A1. Or Sugar Nips. Or KQ-Tip.
Golf.
I feel like we've played with him before. But, like, couldn't say for certain.
The contestants.
Well, let's have ourselves a good match. Here's hoping, as usual. Ooh, Boo Man. S rank. Everybody else mid A's to B to C. Okay. Hey, look. Second easiest hole in the course. The wind is against us. Which could
Round 1.
be okay. We'll find out. Oh, yeah. That's not that bad. That's not that bad.
Nice shot.
Cloud will do just fine. Now we got to see if we can read the putt. Or the chip. Blech. Alright, let's put it right there and do this.
Nice shot.
That should be perfect, I think. Please save me the backspin thing. The backspin may or may not have screwed me. And by may or may not, I mean it totally did. Always a bummer. But let's just make the putt and continue. I knew that was going to happen. As soon as I'm just like, yeah, let's just do it. That one hurt, actually. Because again, second easiest hole in the course. I'm pretty sure I may have been the only one that parred that, actually. So, yippee skippy. Already at a huge disadvantage. Okay, it was me and one other guy, but that still puts exactly 2 of us on the chopping block. So I have to birdie here. There's no if, ands, or buts. Okay, it's a par 3. Let's just play this one a little bit more competently than the last hole, shall we? I think we got this. Let's see what our win looks like. Okay, it's not the worst. We'll put that like right there. Yeah, honestly, I think that's a good line. Let's see how it goes. And I bent it again. I don't know why I keep doing that, but that might have maybe worked in our favor. Not really. I mean, we wouldn't have made it to the hole anyway, but like, eh. Well, unfortunately, if 5 of them do get this, then I'm eliminated anyway. So I guess we're gonna find out what happens. I think I need 2 of them to miss. Back from an Earth attack for you. Dun, 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 dun. Oof. We chew. I'm sorry. And also, if I butchered the pronunciation of your name, I'm also sorry for that. Okay, we definitely have some shaking up happening. We still have our top 3, of course, but at least I didn't get eliminated in the first round. So, we just got to keep going on up. All right, well, the wind's with us, so that's a really good sign. Hopefully, we can make the cut through.
Semi-final.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, we could do this. We put this, like, right there. The wind's with us, so let's just club down. And go, like, right there.
Nice shot.
Perfect. Yes. Woo, and I missed the bunker. See, now that was a clean shot. That one felt good. All right, we can totally putt this too. So let's... Huh. It's a weird putt. Well, let's give it our best. Eh. Come on. Yes! Woo! Okay, now that one, we finally have a clippable moment. That's what I'm talking about right there. That was a good putt. Ooh. Mama. That one definitely needed to happen for us to have a chance. Although, unfortunately, I think somebody got lost in the sauce of the cut through. I think 2 people might have. Wait, no. They were going for it normally? Yes. Ooh, that was a good upshot. Alright, well, I have no idea where the order lies now. I have no idea what everybody else has. I guess we're about to find out together. Boy, do I have to go. I have to pee. Oh well, we'll do it after this match. Oh wow. A lot seems to have happened. But I have jumped into the lead. That's what I'm talking about right there. Okay, we just need to keep it up. And the wind's against us. Depends on how much. If it's 15 or less, we know what to do. Oh, it's with us. Okay, I'm glad I got another shot at this because I screwed up the first one.
Nice shot.
Not by much, mind you, but I screwed it up. So it's nice having another easy shot at this to see if we can get an albatross. I've gotten 1 on this hole on switchboards, but I wasn't recording. So, okay, I know everything naturally kind of pushes that way, so I'm going to put it like right there. I'm going to full send it, and I'm going to hit it with backspin, okay?
Nice shot.
Perfect. Here's hoping that was a good shot. Okay, that was a very good shot. 6 feet. Let's go. We're keeping it going. That's 2 eagles in a row. Oh, wait, no, it's not. I'm crazy. Don't listen to me. Wait, no, yeah, it is. That's 2 eagles in a row. Listen to me. I totally forgot what the last hole was already, but woo! 2 eagles. That's awesome. Although Boo Man, right there, he's still only behind me by 1. But still, 2 eagles. Super happy. Ties my record for the number of eagles in a round. Yep, we're right there. Neck and neck. Boom. What? Well, we're on to the last hole anyway. Let's see how we do. And of course it's this. But it looks like the wind's with us. So let's see how it goes. Although the wind also looks like it's not exactly with us. It looks like it's just coming in sideways. Oh yeah, it totally is. Actually, we could probably get the cut through with this, so let's do it. I'm gonna put it just a little bit to the left. And let's go.
Nice shot.
Perfect. Oh yes. I think we're gonna be just fine. I could have put it a little bit farther left, granted, but I take that shot. We won't have to deal with the tree either. Ooh. Okay. Alright. Well, let's just give one of these then. That should be perfect. Didn't account for the wind completely, but ooh, come on. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. If it would have gotten 3 eagles in a row, I would have lost it. I would have lost my mind. But that was a spectacular finish to a very so-so. To parring the easiest hole on the course. Or the second easiest hole on the course. To doing this. 2 eagles and a birdie to win. That would have been my high score ever if I hadn't have parred that first hole. That's crazy. That would have been a 58. Oh, but it's... Wait, that still is a record for me. That's my all-time high score now. That's a 55. Heck yeah.
Finish.
That's awesome. Okay, new personal best. I guess I will clip that really quick. I mean, why not? I feel pretty good about it. And we finally went up more. Hooray. Although before I just immediately like space brain this and jump immediately back into another match, I'm gonna go take a quick piss and get some water. So I will be right back, everybody. Give me one moment. See, that wasn't too bad, was it? And right before the 2-hour mark. Not bad at all. Well, coming off of that pretty spectacular match, I was pretty happy with that. Let's see if we can keep it up. The goal, as usual, get to S rank 2 before the end of the stream. I don't think I've managed to do it once. I have managed to reach S rank 2 twice, and then promptly got smacked back to reality. So, here we are. So, we just gotta keep doing better. Ooh, we're with the party, though.
Here we go. Survival golf. The contestants.
What in the world? Huh.
Round 1.
Wow. That's a lot of wind. But that means we can totally make it, which is awesome. Yep, that guy knows what it's about. Put it right there. I think we've got it.
Nice shot.
Hopefully that, if I use the driver, I think I make it. Which is unfortunate. Oh well. I should have known better. Well, the nice thing is, at least I can do the same exact thing, and then know I'll make it with driver this time.
Nice shot.
Because I'm coming in way too hot for that. Yeah, exactly. If only I'd used driver out the gates. Well, now we need a really sick chip-in. So, sick chip-in ordered. I mean, that honestly wasn't a bad attempt. The wind almost got me on that, but it looks like we're going to start out with a bunker, or a bogey, which isn't great, but, you know, it is what it is, starting out. I don't think anybody else, either everybody else went for it regularly, like a sane person, or they went for it like I did and actually made it like a competent person. So, either way, better than me. Man, I just got done talking about S2. Happy 2-hour mark. I just got done talking about S2 rank, and then here we are. Getting bogeys. That's how you do it. Oop. Well. Ugh. The cat knocking over something it should not have. Nothing major, thankfully. Alright. Yeah, 4 birdies. Whew. Yeah, sure. I got a chance. Easy. All I have to... Well, I absolutely have to birdie. Like, that's... This one even... Oh, boy. Ooh, okay. Well, pressure's on, because this one's not exactly an easy birdie. I get the wins with us, but yikes. I guess we're going to find out. Oh, boy. Okay, well, I know I'm going to have to do it this way. So, let's do this.
Nice shot.
I didn't quite want full send. Am I over the back of the green? Yes, I am. Am I in the bunker? I am not. Okay. All right. Well, We just gotta taparoo this one in. Otherwise, I'm pretty sure we are done for. So let's put it like right there. That should be about right, I would think. Fingers crossed. Yep. Unfortunate. I think that means I am dead in the water. Because Bogey Par ain't exactly setting the world on fire, especially when 3 people got birdie on the first one. Oh, whoops. Oh, wow, I missed a call from a while ago. Somebody tried to call me an hour ago. Yikes. But yeah, no, I'm pretty sure I'm sunk. Along with some of my rank. Ugh. My heart already hurts. Yeah. Yeah. We stay firmly where we are.
Good game.
Solid 7th place. It wasn't the absolute worst case scenario, but
Finish.
I'm predicting we've got just... I'm going to say we're going to be just below a quarter in S1. Let's find out. Hey, how about that? Just below a quarter. It's like I'm friggin' psychic, but in a bad way. Well, for that. Well, back into the pit. Oh, hey, look. Somebody else that's streaming. Let's go take a look, shall we? Let's see. Well, you're live too. How about that? Oh, hey! Oh, geez, and you're S3. Sheesh. Got a couple people watching you as well, which is
Here we
cool.
go.
Man, not bad. I'll keep you open on the side. Oh, it's gonna be weird watching your stream while I'm also streaming myself. But hey, best of luck to you. Ooh. See, and now you're good enough to have an actual camera, too. Me, on the other hand, I've just got my microphone. Who slept? It wasn't him. That's fine. Alright, let's see how we do together, shall we? Hopefully well. Yes, we can full send this. No, I don't need to club up, although that's about the spot.
Nice.
And I curve it again. And the curve definitely does not help this time. Ugh.
Nice on.
I'm getting so tired of doing that. Yep, that should be just right. Bang.
Nice birdie.
There we go. That's what counts. Let's see where he is. Ah, here we go. Oh, that wasn't a bad shot at all. Yeah, no, his S3 rank is pretty darn impressive, I would say. I haven't even touched that yet. Just bouncing back and forth in between everything. So many things up. That's fine. That's fun. Nice putt. Go back for over top. Oh, wow. Somebody just hit their tee shot. I mean, I can see why they were waiting. Wait, no. That must have been a chip. Never mind. Strike it from the record. Yeah. I have played Joel as well, if it's the same Joel. I mean, I'm sure there's more than one person called Joel on here. It's just, it's also the look. Like, I do kind of... I'm way better with appearances than I am with names, that's for sure. Alright. 6 of us this time? Yes. 6 of us this time. Very nice. Man, Brian does not seem to be entertained, though. Let's see how we do on the second hole. This is weird. I was just about to say it was this hole. But let's see how we do. Wow. That's a lot of wind. Let's just do that.
Nice shot.
That should be fine. Just as I thought. Alright. Let's see what we can do on this upshot, though. It's a lot of wind, that's for sure. Alright. Clubbing down is not an option, unfortunate. Wait, is it? It might get pushed that. I mean, I'm gonna have to hit backspin either way, but is this 29-mile-an-hour push? I believe so. Alright, let's give it a shot, shall we? Ooh. Yeah. Here we go.
Nice shot.
I did one full send. That was a much better line, too, unfortunately. Ugh, that one hurts. Now we have to do really well. And chip this in. Maybe that's good? Nope, didn't account for the wind enough. I mean, it's not a terrible chip, I wouldn't say, but... Ooh, very nice, actually. But... Pars don't win you go... Ooh. Pars don't win you golf. Unfortunate. Well, I mean, they can sometimes. But in most instances when you're at this level, they do not. Oh, yeah. Very nice. Okay. See, this is the difference between an S1 and an S3. Hitting a better upshot. I should have practiced the shot first. It's not that hard, really. Wow. Only 2 with birdies. Okay. Well, that still keeps me in the running. That was way less than I thought. But we still need to do better. Ah, the cut-through hole. The wind doesn't look too bad. We'll see what we got. Oh yeah, we can do this. We can just put it like right there. Ow.
Nice shot.
That should be fine. Yep. I was gonna say, I wonder if the the camera. I wonder if the mic caught that knee pop. Because wow. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna leave it right there. See how it goes. Not hard enough for that line.
Nice approach.
But still not terrible. I take a 6-footer for birdie. Because boy, did I need it. But, an eagle would have been nice. I'm going to say that 3 people are going to get birdie. That's my guess. I don't know if that includes me or not. I guess we'll find out. Ooh, definite money from both of them. Alright. Well, I'd be hard pressed to say that just 2 people are getting birdie after those kind of shots. I mean, they are missable, I get that, but very. Oh, wow. Brian with a chip in for eagle. For bogey, no. I mean, it was a very impressive chip in, but oof. I thought we were boring you. Let's see how Gabe does. Oh! Just shy for the golf father. Well, I definitely know that I am in 3rd place, definitively, right now. Oh, and it was for bogey. Oh. But yes, so whoopee-doo. I'm in 3rd again. Hooray. We'll see how I do. We're heading in the right direction, though. Sheesh, there are 5 of us right now. Yeah, Brian, I'm sorry. And no wind? No, there is a little bit of wind. And it's from the right. What is he trying to do? Put this to bed? See, and he's still sad. I'm confused. It's mixed messages. We can definitely make this, though. Okay, that should still be fine. Not as good. Stay in the fairway. Okay. We're fine. That just got a little bit weird and dicey there for a second. For no reason. Okay. We actually have a pretty decent shot at this. We just need to call the wind right. Which, I think this is going to be pretty close. Yes. Let's give this a shot, shall we? Why do I keep bending it? That basically took all of my positioning out. And I think that honestly would have been pretty good. It probably was a little bit firm, but still. Oy. Oy, I say. Anyway. Are we going to chip this in or what? I mean, we kind of have to, don't we? Let's find out. Whoop. Hello. Okay. Practice. Dang it, practice. Okay, practice better. I still don't, like, why is it? Okay, come on. Work with me here. Come on. Sheesh. Man, so I've never played the game before, or is it just not want to go? And then it gives me that. Like, I don't understand. I'm swinging as light as I can. It's just like, nah, 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 and then 1.5. And I'm just like, why? Why are you doing this? That was a good line, too. Ugh. Yay for birdie, but... Ugh. I feel like I got robbed from that chip just because this doesn't... I need to figure out a consistent way to swing lighter somehow. Like, I thought I knew how to, but apparently not. The game was just like, nah, not today. And I know for a fact, One person at least got an eagle? Yes. Ooh. It's the other fellow streaming. Man, good on him. Although, geez, there are 5 of us in the finals, and boy, do I not want to place third again. So, here we are, though, in the finals. And the wind actually looks like it's kind of sort of going to agree with us this whole. Would have thought. Yay, positive emojis.
Final round.
Alright. Let's get it. Okay, wind actually does work with us. I'm gonna put it there. See how it goes.
Nice shot.
Oh yeah. I think that should be perfect. Yes. I am really hoping that is far enough over to where I can avoid the trees. I think I made it. Thank goodness. Alright, 20 ion hours worth of push. And it's downhill. I'm gonna say right there, but I'm still gonna put backspin on it.
Nice
Okay, cool. I didn't actually curve it this time, thank goodness. Ooh. And backspin? It made it hold, but I thought that was coming all the way back. Oh. But hey, we take that shot. Absolutely. We take that shot. Alright, we just gotta firmly grasp. Well, not firmly tap it either, but I think they should be fine. Cool. I would have been a little sad if I missed that. But okay, at least that gives us a bite at the apple. I mean, not for first, unless there's some catastrophic meltdown from the numero uno being him. Which he hit the tree, but that happens. But we are looking at some pars. I'm looking maybe at a solid second place. I'll definitely take that. If he can chip this in, though, he'll still have birdie. Ooh, not a bad attempt. And not a bad attempt either. Looks like it'll be a pair of pars out of both of them, if I had to guess. Yeah, it's a pretty for-sure one right there. Absolutely. He still takes the number 1. I think I jumped into second place, though. Huzzah. At least it wasn't another third place finish. Ooh, yeah. And there we go. Second.
Cool.
Good game, though. And VNCV12, or if I completely already misspoke that because my brain scrambles things, unfortunately. Good match. He beat me. And I did say that if he beat me, I would totally follow him. So here we go. Bam. There you go. Oh, wait, I'm not going to be able to hear him because I have the other audio. Oh, well, whatever. Ooh, water break. Of course, we're not taking an actual break. I've only yet begun to fight for S2 rank. Come on. But water's definitely going to be nice. Oh, hey, look at that. We're back again for a rematch. Although, how do I keep getting ads? Like, is that just what you get after you hit a certain, number? Because if so, that's crazy.
Survival golf. The contestants.
I guess I'm just nowhere near that yet. I just didn't know that was a thing. But hey, good for them.
Round 1.
Ooh. Okay, definitely can't club down here, but... I would say that's probably about 20 mile an hour worth of push, and we're going to do this.
Nice shot.
That should be right on the money. I didn't quite throw it. Ooh. Okay, never mind. I put that a lot closer than I thought. We take those.
Nice birdie.
Oh, there's something else I must do as well. Here we go. And there we go. Oh, I didn't realize I had 320 bits. How about that? Interesting. See, I'm not entirely sure how this works yet. So, like, you know. Again, I probably should have had it on, you know, the up screen, but I'm just bad, okay? At least we got the birdie. That I am appreciative of. But we got our mans here. What you doing? You got this. I know you do. Oh, yeah. See, I knew it. Oh. Oh. I didn't realize that was the only birdie. Heck yeah, we definitely take those. That's what I'm talking about right there. Let's see how we do on hole number 2. I mean, I know it's not actually... It's the second hole I'm playing. Alright. This isn't too bad. Just gotta make sure I got my line. Just right there.
Nice shot.
Should be just fine. Just fine. It. Okay, cool. I thought I got like the 1% unlucky odds where I hit the downside of that slope and went into the bunker. I would have been very sad. Ooh. Okay. Well. Same as usual. So this is going to push us left and the green kicks right. So, sure. Let's give this a shot.
Nice
I
shot.
don't know if I wanted full send, but, you know. Hit the stick. Oh, boy, was that close. I wanted just shy of full send, and I think that would have been perfect. But at least we still got a shot at an eagle putt. And I've hit this putt a couple times today, and I've missed it every time. So this time, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to get it this time. I'm going to put it... Ooh, Jay with the eagle chip. Wait. Was that for an albatross? Oh, it's for an eagle. I would have been like, dang. But, yes, I think that's right. Let's actually putt this. Yes! Yes! Finally! That putt has evaded me all freaking day. That one felt good. That one felt good. All right. Let's see where our rival is at. I say rival, but this is only the second match I played. It's just that he beat me the first match. So, like, come on. Of course I'm interested. Although I do know that somebody else has got an eagle in the bag. I'm just glad that I'm one of them. Ooh. Sheesh. That was a very good chip. Although I see what he was trying to do with the... He probably took a little bit off of his shot too, but ended up taking a little bit too much off. But hey, not too bad. Starting out birdie eagle. Absolutely, positively. Oh yeah. Just got to keep going in the right direction, which is weirdly enough in golf you would say you want less points, but in this I want more points, all the points. Man, we got some competition out here throwing up some emotes. Wow, that's a lot of wind. Well, I'm just gonna do this then. And that should be fine. Yeah, I think that actually works out pretty perfectly. Get all the way. And it was a little bit too short, unfortunately. Well, now I'm left in that same predicament I was in before. The only problem is the wind isn't nearly as strong. And so I don't know if this is actually logistically good or viable or not. It might be. Like, it'd be really stupid to throw away a good score now, but... Spoon makes it, I believe. Well, best give it a shot. That's what I wanted. I actually made the gap this time, but unfortunately, the wind didn't take me back enough. That is unfortunate. So now we have to chip this in. Which I think we can do. I'm going to put this right here, and I'm going to do this. I didn't need backspin if I was going to hit it that short. But hey, I'll take it. Unfortunately, it's a bogey, and we kind of upset our nice hot streak, but... I mean, here we are. Ugh. Bummer. I suppose he's probably going for birdie, if I had to imagine. Yes. Boy, that was a heck of a swing. So, he got 5 points on me there. And I was only up by 5, I think. Okay, no, I was up by a little bit more than that, and I'm still holding on to my W. But boy, I certainly did not do myself any favors. Wins against us. What a shock. But we need a birdie here. Oh, wait. Wait. I don't think this is enough still, which is really upsetting. It's like, don't get me wrong, anytime the wind's with us on this hole, I'm very, very happy. But I still don't think it's enough to make... Well, now I can't make the cut through even if I wanted to try, but it was probably best that it tried to stop me. Good layup. Alright, let's see if we can chip this in. His backspin would actually be very good on this since it's on the front of the green. Ooh. Okay. I'm going to put it right there and see how it goes.
Nice shot.
I wanted full send, but I think that should still be good. Stop. 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 Okay, that's not terrible. Full send definitely would have helped a lot, but we're still within 15 feet. And we're below the hole. That's the important thing. And yeah, that should be good. Bam. Ooh, barely made that one, but birdie is what we needed, and birdie is what we got. I knew somebody else was going to get birdie. Oof. Double bogey. Uh-oh. Ooh. 2 very good shots at it, that's for sure. Alright, I think we're still holding on to the numero uno spot, though. Which is pretty great. Oh, and we're going into the finals. Hopefully I can hold on to my 1-point lead, although he's got this. Although this is a slippery putt. Like, don't be fooled. Very nice, very nice. Alright, finals, baby. Let's get it. Oh, I nearly popped both of my shoulders out, but that's fine. I could totally athletically perform for the last one. Alright. Let's go. I wonder what we're going to get. It's going to be one of the bonus holes. It's going to be one of the regular holes. It's going to be a hole I haven't played yet on stream. It totally is a hole I've played like 3 times on stream already. I haven't even been streaming that long today. But hey, get them clappies in. The wind looks like it's going to be loads of fun. Eesh. Probably going to go with the tree strat here, not going to lie. Yep, tree strat. It'll be perfect.
Nice shot.
Alrighty. Good start. Yep. Alright. Now, hopefully, we can actually pull off this shot. Because, ooh, okay, it's in the back. Alright, that makes this a way, way better shot. Okay. We just have to protect the wind. The green rolls naturally to the right, so I'm going to put it, like, right there, maybe? See, I don't want to completely give it away. That's my only problem. I'm going to go with right there. Give it a shot. Fingers crossed. That's about what I wanted. Let's see if it's what I needed. Don't hit the tree. Okay, we got a chance. And I put it just a little bit too far to the right. Oh, that would have been pretty clean. But hey, that birdie seals the deal for the numero uno spot. That's what I'm talking. Unless, I'm sorry, I don't want to count him out. If he can chip this in, which would be insane. Can he make it over the tree? No, he can't. Wait, no, he can. Backspin, but the line was not... No backspin. Well, there we have it. He can't beat me. But dang, that was a really good second game. Like a really good second game. That was awesome. I'm sure he's going to chip this in. Ooh. Oh. Yeah, no, the screen rolls out a lot. But that was a very good chip. He'll get his par. There we go. All wrapped up. Thank you for the round 2, BNCZ. You took the first one. I took the second one. We gotta have a rubber match now. Very good game, though. Thanks for playing. It was a good time. Yay. We got a bogey in there. But at least we're back up, midway up the S1 rank. That's always a good feeling. Oh. Boy, oh boy. Wow, are you already in another match? Well, into another one we go. Oh no, this isn't that. It says he's lying. Ah. That's why it's a little bit behind. You went down. Sorry, I got all quiet there for a second. I was just looking at some things and stuff. Plus, I had a second. People were queuing in slow, and I got time for a drink. Right.
Golf.
Not bad, not bad. All right. At least we're moving back in the right direction, of course.
Here we go. The contestants.
Well, let's have a good match, everybody. I've already played with Uncanny Uzi today. I believe I've played with Dev before, but I'm not entire. I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be Moose Knuckle, which... Alrighty then. Did I give the clappies? I'm pretty sure I gave the clappies, but I'm gonna give the clappies again just to be sure. Let's go. Alright, yeah, let's go. Let's get it. Okay, cool. Something I can actually, you know, tolerate.
Nice shot.
Should be just fine. Oh, yes. Perfect. Alright, let's see how well we can hit this upshot, shall we? Oof. Okay, well. I'd say that's about 20 miles an hour worth of push, wouldn't you? Yeah, it's called something like that. Let's go.
Nice shot.
Backspin. Okay, I totally didn't account for the wind enough. And I totally didn't need any backspin. Lesson learned. And now we've got this weird swoopy whoopy putt. Although, dang, Gridgy, or Gridgy. Somebody just shipped. Okay, they got close, but Gridgy, nice birdie. Let's see. I'm gonna say something around this neighborhood. Where am I at? Yeah, we'll go something like that. Let's see it. I don't know if I needed it that hard. I did not. I feel like if I don't hit it that hard, it was actually pretty good, but here we are. Wait. Okay, alright. Ooh, that one would have sucked. But okay, starting out with par. Not the brightest shot ever, but I mean, par's a par. Dang. That was a very close attempt for birdie. Good shot. Yeah, no, my shot was just bad all the way around. I really should have stayed clubbed up and I shouldn't have, or I should have just not hit backspin. But there they are, our two top contenders, along with the rest of us, with pars. That's all right. We got plenty of time to come back. Starting with this par 3. Well, the wind certainly is with us a lot. Let's see. I'm gonna say that looks about 22 miles an hour, and I am still gonna put backspin on this. And I took it out of it again. Okay, maybe that actually helps. Do I need the backspin? I don't know if I need. Okay, no, the backspin actually kind of helped. That's fine. Alright. Definitely need this one to, stay around. There it is. There it is. Okay. Birdies ahoy. Oh no. Oh no. Who was that? Dev, no. Oh. And Moose Knuckle. See, whenever Moose Knuckle does something, I automatically have to say their name out loud. They did this on purpose. But okay. Have I seen any other birdies? I feel like I'm about to. No. Oof. Okay. But Uncanny Uzi definitely is going for birdie. Let's see if he's got this. That's supposed to be a drum roll. If that's not, my bad. I'm gonna say it's gonna go a little right. Oh, there it is. Okay, so he's the only guy that's got birdie on the block. But I got birdie par. I'm right there. I promise. At least I get to play more golf. Because, I mean, I swear, it is kind of harsh in here where it's just like, well, you can either play 2 holes of golf or you can play twice that, if so long as you don't screw up the first 2. Or even the first hole, like in general. If you start out bad on that, you have to fight to get your way back in it. But hey, here we are, not having to worry about that yet. And we've got the cut-through hole, the hook hole. It just looks like the wind's not going to allow for that. Thankfully, I know how to play this normally. Kind of. Yeah, nah, that... Alright, so... I'm pretty sure I can still play fairway wood here. Should I? Nah, I can use driver. Okay, how far away from this do I want to put it? I want to put it, like, right... there. Should be fine.
Nice shot.
Yes. Perfect. See, I always try and go for that first little bump in the bunker, just so I'm always consistent so I can hit this gap every time. At least that's the goal. And now we just have to do something with that shot. Let's see. Not gonna need backspin, I don't think. Let's give it a shot.
Nice shot.
Ooh. Ooh. Okay. A little short, but I mean, that looked pretty good going in. And we got a 20-footer for birdie. Oh, and Jake with the chip. I just saw that dribble in. That was clean. All right. That looks pretty good to me. Very nice. Very nice. Keeping it going. Oh, jeez. Although I feel like I want to take my spine out and crack it like a whip and then put it back in. Because, boy, I could use somebody with a back crack. Oh. On the plus side, I mean, I've kind of scared a few people before because it sounds like you're shattering my spine, but boy, does it feel nice. Ugh. It's because I'm, like, 98% skeleton. Most people have, like, more water or organs or muscle or fat on them, but it's just all bone. Sweet. Doing well. Where are we at in the pack? Still in second, because Uncanny Uzi is relentless. I've played with him before. I know he's good. But hey, I'm in the top 3. That's what matters. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay. Wait, is there no wind? Is there no wind? Ooh. Okay, there is wind, but wow. Another shot at this. Okay, this is the third time I've played this hole, and every single time I've had this wind like this. And the first one wasn't bad. The second one I screwed up really bad. So here's hoping we can get the albatross on stream. Like that would be awesome.
Nice shot.
Ah, we can only hope. And, actually pay attention to our shot and see if we can, do some work. But the wind is basically exactly with us, so. This one I might actually have to focus on. Okay, so I know it's this. I'm going to put it, like, right there. Because I know the green kicks a little bit that way. And we're going to see how we do. We definitely want backspin on this, though.
Nice shot.
That might be okay. Hopefully it's far enough. Oh, oh boy, was that close. But hey, and somebody else got a flag shot and an eagle. So good on them. I wish to join the Eagle Club.
Great eagle.
I need like an eagle screech or something. I need to get sound effects up in this. What's Uncanny going for? Eagle, of course. I was a little late on that. Well, no, I wasn't. I was actually right on time. Well. He just has not slipped once. I mean, I have once on the very first hole, but I mean, try our best. 3-point deficit going into the finals. Let's see how we do. Boo boo ba doo. Oh, we do get to play a bonus hole. All right. And I finally know how to hit this shot. So it would be good. Let's give it our best, though.
Final round.
I wonder what the wind looks like. Okay. Yeah, they were thinking the same thing, weren't they? I know you got to club down twice.
Nice shot.
Let's see if this is the right call. I'm playing this a little bit differently than I usually do, but it's based on how the #1 in the world did his. So let's see if this was the right call or not. Honestly, I don't know if it was. I kind of feel like this tree is like quite literally right in my way. Because that's kind of how they designed the hole. But I think we can get over this, right? Yeah, let's give it a shot.
Nice shot.
Nope. See, they thought of that. They thought of that. Oh well. I should have just went with old reliable. I just said I knew how to play this hole right beforehand, and then what do? Not play it the same. See, they played it correctly with their punch shot and everything. But that just means that I have to chip this in. Hopefully.
Nice shot.
Hopefully that's a good one. Oof. I needed more oomph than that. More than I thought. That's a birdie. So, if he makes... Well, dang, that puts me in third. Shoot. Good on him, though. And hopefully this is the line. I think we got it, though. And I didn't hit the putt. Not even remotely. You love to see it. Oh. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. That was an unfortunate finish, that's for sure. But he maintained. Well, actually, no, because he missed his putt, they go into a chip off. I was placing third regardless, unfortunately. But hey, good for them. I just wish I didn't end with a bogey, especially on shorting a putt that badly. Yes, very nice. Well, you both enjoy your time in the chip off.
Nice game.
I'll crawl back into my third place hole and hopefully not lose any more rank. Wow, they've got an interesting chip. I wish I could have been there for that. Yeah, ouchie. Okay, I didn't win or lose anything, thankfully. Alright. Well, shall we continue? Shall we take a look? Sorry, my brain randomly decides to. Okay.
Golf.
Nice and stoned. You might have won. That's pretty good.
Let's go. The contestants.
Wow. For the first time this stream, I'm the highest rank in the lobby. How about that? Well, clappies, of course. Can't forget those. Let's have a good time. Easiest hole in the course. Wind doesn't look like it's going to make it back.
Round 1.
Yay. Okay, that's not the worst. It's just not the best.
Nice shot.
Hopefully we can account for the wind correctly this time. That would be, pretty nice, I would say. Okay, playing all the way in the back. Let's do that. I feel like that's going to be pretty close. Fingers crossed.
Nice shot.
I don't know if I needed full send. I definitely didn't need full send. And if I did, I should have put backspin on. And I still didn't read the wind correctly. Swell. I just have to put it a little bit to the right and then give it a tap. And I undersent it and also didn't account for the break enough. Again, just me making the easiest hole in the course difficult. It's what I'm good at. Some people are good at, actually competently playing this and making good shots. Me, though, I'm just good at making easy holes look really difficult. I gotta bump up their reputation. Everybody's just like, oh man, this hole's so easy. And I'm just like, no. Do not let this hole fool you. It is a devil. This smooth, easy green and completely straightforward fairway and very makeable, eagle attempts. Don't let any of that fool you. This is the hardest hole. Man, there was so much conviction in my voice for that, wasn't there? Ugh. Lord. Starting out in a hole. Wow, only 4 people so half of us birdied. That still means everybody's in play. Okay. Well, as usual. It feels like I've been having to say this a lot, but we have to birdie. It's not just like we're doing fine. I mean, we have been, don't get me wrong. Of course, I'm not really thinking about it when I'm doing well, but of course, when I'm not doing well, it's just like, hey, you know what you need? Just stroke. And okay, this is actually my first time playing this on stream tonight, and wow, we actually have the wind with us.
Nice shot.
That should be just fine, I would think. Hopefully I put it far enough to the left. I think I did. Easy, easy, easy. Stop, 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 stop. Oh. Oof. Oof. That was way too close for comfort.
Nice
That
shot.
should be fine. Y'all. Bunka boy coming up. Oh, yes. Alright. So, both the wind and the slope of the green. Actually, that should probably account for it, I would say. Especially if I'm hitting it short. So, let's just see how this goes. Come on, be far enough. No, I didn't want backspin. I didn't need check.
Nice approach.
The heartbreak. I mean, it was a good approach, don't get me wrong, but like, look at everybody else's good approaches. There's going to be a lot of birdies on the board. I mean, at least that still keeps us in second. I mean, that's always nice. Oh, well, there's a bogey. Wasn't expecting that. Hello, Cookie. Are you here to bring me luck with your floofiness? I sure hope so. Oh, ooh, whoever's putt that was. Good putts. Page poo. Okay, so 4 people birdied, 4 people parred, including me. Boo. But, well, yeah, so I automatically am in with that. Thank goodness. Ooh. A swirly. Alright, we did what we had to do. Again. We're still in this. Huzzah. Alright, we just need to keep heading in the right direction. I mean, I keep saying the same things. Sorry, as I said, I am tired, but... Oh, okay, here we go. Second easiest hole in the course, and it doesn't look like there's much wind at all.
Semifinal.
Hopefully I don't screw this one up. Fingers crossed. It is 0 mile an hour wind, which means
Nice shot.
I need to hit this so we're the perfect distance away. At least I think. We're about to find out if I was correct or incorrect. Yes, yes, everybody can bounce that much farther past me. Oh, nope, I'm still in a weird spot, unfortunately. Yep, there's the chip in right there. I can do that. I can do that. We're gonna go with that.
Nice shot.
I think that should be pretty good. Hopefully it wasn't too much. Oh, oh, it was a little bit too much, wasn't it? Ah, rats. Well, that eagle suddenly creates another degree of separation, which is going to make things interesting, to say the least. But dang, that was a really good chip in, and I hit the stick. Ugh, that one hoided. That one hoided a lot. But at least we're still in it. We're still in the finals. At least unless I'm having a stroke and I'm forgetting where we are. Where we are. Okay, no, this is the interim. Cool, 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 cool. I was completely off. Oh. Oh, I see. Well, it seems that I'm just going to have to do better. Okay, par 3. Hole 1 opportunity. And it also looks like there's no wind again? Ooh. Ooh, okay, I'm excited. Alright. No wind. Alright. Okay, we have a very solid chance at this. Okay. So the idea is to full send it. Yeah, because, like, if it hits past, it's going to bounce slightly to the right. I'm going to put it, like, right there. No. Right there. We're going to see how it goes.
Nice shot.
Dang it, I wanted full send. I hope that doesn't screw me. It totally did. But I didn't have the line anyway. Oh, well. It is what it is. And of course somebody else hit the flag. Good on them. Needed that one. I don't know if I'm still alive because of it, but it's certainly better to have. Oh, man, and that was the person that got a eagle. Oh, no, I don't know if I'm in it. Oh, it'd be devastating if one par cost me. But hey, it happens. Oh, we slipped in. Ha ha! Check that out, baby. We've got a chance. All right. We've got a 3-point deficit from the leader. And of course, we're back. All right. We can do this. We got this. Why did you do it that way?
Final round.
I don't like you clawing into the back of the couch. Sorry, talking to my cat. I mean, who else would I be talking to? That'd be interesting. Anyway. Put it right there.
Nice shot.
Totally fine. Looking good. See, other people use the tree strat too. It's a good strat. Alright. Time to figure out. Okay, it's playing the front, which makes this shot difficult. I've never tried to hit this with the 3-iron before. I don't know if it rolls out enough. I don't know if right now is the time for experimenting either. Or is it? Because it's like this. I just have a sneaking suspicion I'd oversend it. I don't know. No, we're going to go with this. We need the roll. Fingers crossed. I think that was enough. No, it totally wasn't. Oh. See, I knew I was going to do that. I was either going to undersend it or oversend it. There was no perfection in that scenario, and you really shouldn't go into that with... Oh, yep. There's the chip in. All right. Well, to have any kind of a shot, that's what I'm going to have to do. So, here we go. Please be enough. It kind of, sort of was a little bit, but that rolled way farther right than I anticipated, and boy, do I have a slippy putt. I did not anticipate this. All right, well, hopefully we can end strong on a par. I think I might have the line here. Let's see. Something along these lines. Sorry, my cats are being very distracting. Okay. I'm feeling pretty good about this line. Let's see if we got it. We sure do.
Nice par.
Okay. Was that the last one? Yeah, it was the last one, of course. The cats. The cats had me. Well, I believe... What do you know? Wait. Huh. Wow.
Amazing.
I mean, I stayed in third. But that wasn't how I was expecting that to end. Drat. If I hadn't assured that chip. Oh, why? Why do you take so much? Ugh. All right, come on. We can do better than that. Ooh. Behind me, freaking me out and such.
Golf.
Yeah. I think I got into a match with a bunch of people that I haven't actually played today. That's pretty cool. Always nice to play with some new people.
The contestants.
Ooh boy. Well, the match prior to this, by stark contrast, was a little bit easier. But this looks like I'm going into the big leagues. Ranks 4s and 3s. But hey,
One.
that's what you gotta expect. If you're gonna get better, you gotta play the best. Wow, okay. Well, this should work pretty well.
Nice shot.
Hopefully we'll be within chipping range, which we should be with this kind of wind. Yeah. So, alright. Let's see. Let's put it like right here. Give it one of these.
Nice shot.
Yes. Backspin. Wow, that came in way farther than I thought. That really, wow. Somebody just straight chipped it in like it was nothing. Somebody else almost straight chipped it in like it was nothing. That's pretty good, I would say. So says I. I'm completely forgetting how break works. It's one of those times again. I think that should be fine. And you totally just undersent that putt. Yikes. I don't know what I'm doing. Right. Oh, jeez, another chip in, another... Oh, boy. I think I might be the only one with par. Yeah, I think I might be the only one with par. Not a good feeling, I would say. And the unfortunate thing is now, unless 3 of them screw up, I'm not in a good place. Ooh, boy. Yeah, again, figuring out how to screw up the easiest holes on the course. Ugh. Alright, so, you know what would turn that around? A hole in one. A hole in one would be great. And if I got it on stream, that would be even greater. Because the last one I got on stream got lost to time. Oh. Actually. Let's give this a shot.
Nice shot.
Okay, and then kick. Ah, man. Didn't kick nearly as much as I thought it would. And that was the distance, too. Which stinks. And did you short that again? Yeah, you did. You're out. I can't believe that. I...
Par.
That one was a bummer. Oy, 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 oy. I'm losing it. I mean, I'm out now. Like, there's no doubt about that. Like, I easily could have been in this. Yeah, because more than 2 people screwed up. Or more than 3 people screwed up. Like, I could have been right there, but here I am placing 8th, and I'm about to lose a bunch of rank. Please tell me I'm not going back down to S0.
Finish.
I'm very afraid that I'm going back down to S0. Guess we'll find out. Oh, by the skin of my teeth. Okay. I need to save face a little bit. I'd rather not be just a hair's breadth in S1. I'd like a little bit more.
Golf.
Once again, I don't know if I've played with anybody or any of these people. Cool, cool, cool.
Let's go.
Alrighty, dighty. Let's see how it goes.
The contestants.
Hopefully well. Ooh, an S2. Very nice. Like I said, I gotta give respect to anybody that's a higher rank than me, because, like, it's hard. I mean, we've all seen me stream. This is stream number 5. And I still haven't consistently been in S2. It's always been S1. It's crazy. Oh, I see. Okay, so if this is going to push it towards it, and it ends up at it, if we backs... Yeah, no, that should theoretically work, hopefully.
Nice shot.
Okay, I kind of wanted full send, but hopefully that'll be okay. Okay, never mind, I didn't want full send. But boy, I almost had that line, didn't I? Okay, cool. A putt that wasn't shorted. Shocking. Sorry, once again, probably should have been up top. But sorry.
If I'm getting a bit quiet.
Like I said, just getting tired. It's getting late. Like I said, I wanted to finish on a high note. And that 8th place finish with 2 pars. Ain't it? Double bogey. Oof. Alright, starting out on the right foot. I wonder how many people got birdie. I really wasn't paying attention. One other person, the rookie Hutch. Not bad at all. Alright. Now we just gotta do that 4 more times. Or maybe better. Ah, here we are. Back to my mistake. I really do need to experiment with this and see if the 3-iron is sufficient. I don't know if it is, but it might be. Ooh, okay. Well. Tree strat or over the tree? Let's find out.
Nice shot.
Either way, I'm happy. That'll do just fine. $195. Alright, with the wind with us, I do... Okay, now I am willing to experiment with the 3 iron and see if it is actually the right call. Here's to trying. Alright. Ooh, okay, 3 iron is definitely viable. Definitely viable. That was pretty good. Okay, I'm really glad I tried that. Finally. Woo. 21 feet to go. Boy, is this going to be a weird putt. Alright. We know how much this slips. I'm thinking something like that, because I do not want to hit this hard. Is this even high enough if I don't want to hit it hard? I mean, would it be there? Alright, let's try it here and not hitting it hard. Fingers crossed. Wow. Okay. That putt I'm pretty happy with. Like, that is a weird putt, but that one came all the way back around. Wow, and good chipping, Spider-Man. And good birdie. Wow, there's a few people that got birdie on this hole. Oof. That one was close. I don't know if they're going for birdie or par. Par for bone stacks. Very nice. Or I wonder if it's bones tax. Ooh, and a birdie for arrows. Wow. There's quite a few. There's more birdies on this hole than I anticipated. But then again, the wind was helping us with 20 mile an hour. But a lot of people played that precision shot very nicely. 4 people. Sheesh. Well, here we are. Made it past the first round. Whew. If I compare it to my last thing, that is quite an accomplishment, isn't it? Ugh. All right. Oh, goody. As usual, the wind is super fun on this hole. Who's ready to chip? Oh. Okay, well, time to throw way out here. And pray.
Nice shot.
Get on up there. Come on. No. Now, the question is, do I chip or putt this? No, I can't putt it, unfortunately. I know better. But boy, is this wind not going to make this fun. Alright, so backspin for sure. But I don't want to take it too much out because it's also going to be skipping off that. So let's try this. Was that enough? Yes, it was. I played the wind a little bit too much. But we got the par. Yippee skippy. We just gotta maintain. Although, I wonder, my rival, where is he? Hutch. There's no way this is for birdie, so I'm assuming he's also going to be getting par. Yas, yas. But Spider-Man, no! Yep, about what I expected. Bunch of pars. Ooh, we have our top 3, or at least what looks like our top 3. Par 3 again? That'd be nice. Nope. Par 5. Okay, so I've gotten favorable wins every time on this hole, and I've been very happy about it, but I've missed every single albatross opportunity. The wind doesn't look like it exists again? Oh, boy. Okay. So they are really trying to hand this to me on a platter, and I appreciate them.
Nice
Because
shot.
boy, do I want to get this shot. And here is the best opportunity I'm going to get all night. We just have to play this right, play this right, play this right. I think it's this, and I think I'm going to put it like right there. Deal. Full send, no backspin.
Nice shot.
All right, that's exactly what I wanted. I want to see if I actually played it right. Oh.
Nice of
I was so close. I think somebody actually got very, very close, but boy, I thought I finally got that. But no, it was going to be short either way. Oh. Phew. Well, hey, I'll take the very, very, very easy eagle putt. But that's it. But that's a good question. So did both of them get eagles, or did somebody actually chip it in? Because if somebody actually chips it in, then that is amazing. Because albatrosses ain't exactly what you'd call common, even with 0-mile-an-hour winds. God, I thought I had that though. Like that was almost perfect. Although weird, I threw it just a little bit to the left, and it turns out that that was actually the wrong play. So I wonder. I did throw it ever so slightly to the left. Was that going in? I don't think so. But all right, Eros. Going for that eagle, I know. Oh, and I know this green ain't easy to putt on. But they'll get their birdie. It'll be good. Absolutely. Now then, I wonder where we stand now. So there was 3 eagles, but I was the only one in the top spot to do that. Wow, and so Spider-Man comes in and swoops out Eros. Wow. Well. Spider-Man does whatever Spider can. And I guess that means it's... It had to be this, didn't it? The easiest hole in the course. Well, the second easiest hole in the course. Okay. Deal. I see what you're trying to do. I ain't gonna fall for it. 11-mile-an-hour winds, that's not bad.
nice shot.
Ooh, I inadvertently lined myself up with the pin. Love to see that. Alright. I've hit this right once today. I'd like to do it again, please. I'm gonna put you like right there. Yes.
Nice shot.
Yeah, that is exactly what I wanted. I didn't quite get the wind right, but stop. Wow, that rolled out way more than I thought, but I'll take it. And it's got 69 in the funny number. Nice birdie, Spider-Man. Nice birdie, Hutch. And I shorted the putt. Again. I don't know if that just cost me the win or if I just tied. I'm not sure. But I guess we're about to find out. Wow. I can't believe I just did that. No, I still win. Thank goodness.
Congratulations.
I might have made it way closer than it ever needed to be.
Finish.
And I cost myself a score in the 50s. But I don't care. I placed in first. Yeesh. And I've got substantially back into S1. Ugh. Well, that is the kind of note. Oh, hey, and look at that. It was perfect timing. That is the kind of note that I wanted to end on. So, thankfully, we're not ending right on the cusp of S0 again, but we're basically about where we started at again. But it's certainly been fun. At least I had a couple clippable moments. That was always cool. But for those of you that joined me for the stream, I do appreciate it as usual immensely. I'm sorry if I kind of trailed off a little bit there at the end. I'm pretty tired and it's pretty late where I live. I just wanted to stream, and like I said, I wanted to end on a good note, so here we are. But yep, thanks again. I appreciate everything. I appreciate all the support, and I'm really looking forward to the next time that I am going to be streaming, which I'm sure is going to be sometime soon. Potentially tomorrow even. But either way, have a great rest of your day, night, wherever you happen to be. And I will see you all later. Peace.